Infographics. If you go to any of the major search engines and type in infographics and look at the images, you're going to see a whole bunch of infographics. But the fact is, infographics are not used very often. And the reason being is because it's custom imagery. Welcome to this episode of Easy SEO and More. I'm Dr. Ty, your humble host. And today I want to talk to you about infographics. Now, this is the number 3 of the top 5 things you can do in 2022 for content marketing. Number 5, we talked about videos. We talked about videos and webinars. That was 2 weeks ago. Last week, we got into more of writing, blogging, emails, and things like that. This week, I'm going to talk about infographics. Next week, we're taking a break or not really taking a break, we're shifting gears for a minute because I have a special interview with Toby Younis of the Methods and Messages podcast. Now, he's the producer of the podcast, so he doesn't always talk as much as Shelly does, but he's got some great information for us, and I'm really looking forward to that interview. Today, I want to talk to you about infographics because they're not used very often, and the reason being is because it has to do with artwork. When we design our website, we usually hire a graphic artist, and it's usually expensive. And so we think that infographics are going to be expensive as well. They don't have to be, though. Hire a freelancer to do some infographics if you don't have your own graphic designer and you're not an artist yourself. Now, if you are an artist yourself, hey, you've already got the rest of us beat. I'm not an artist. I can't even do a decent stick figure. So I don't do infographics on my own. And as a matter of fact, I don't utilize infographics as well as I should. I have some on my website, but not too many. Basically, an infographic is a visual representation of how to do something in your business, or a visual representation of why somebody should hire your company. Again, if you type in infographics into any search engine, click on the images thing so you can see all the images, you'll see infographics about everything. When I did it, there was even an infographic on how to do infographics. But when you hire a freelancer, here's the thing. Give them the creativity to work on the imagery, but give them the title of the infographic, your main paragraph at the top, what the infographic is about. And remember, your infographic needs to be something about what's the benefit to the customer that they're going to get out of this. Then you want a series of maybe 10 to 12 bullet points. And the bullet points can be 2 lines if you want. I mean, 2 lines about this long, not 2 lines, a whole wide sheet of paper. But 2 short lines if you want. But bullet points to give people about the information. And for the freelancer, you want to give them information on what feeling you want people to have for those bullet points. That way the freelancer, the artist, can do that feeling in a visual representation in the infographic. Now, done right, an infographic is usually a giveaway that you give to people, but it's also a good marketing thing because it's done as a PDF. And at the same time that you're giving it away to people, it's also searchable by the search engines because the search engines can search PDFs. So infographics are a great way for both people and for search engines because each of those bullet points is usually going to be some great keywords for your company. Hey, this is Dr. Ty. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Easy SEO and More. I should say listening or watching because we're on YouTube now. If you're on YouTube, be sure to click that subscribe and the bell icon so you can keep updated of what's going on. Do me a favor. Give me a rating. Even YouTube does ratings. Give me a rating. Give me a review on your favorite podcast player. I'd like to know how we're doing. And if your rating is under 3, please go to portbell.com and let me know what I could be doing better. Have a great day.